Yeah, so this is a cool way that you can kind of use ASD, which is kind of one of the biggest kind of trade shows in the US. It's hosted in Las Vegas once a year. And basically, what you can do is you can come up into this kind of website of theirs. And all I did was just Google search ASD Las Vegas to find this. And you can take a look at the vendor directory. And so, some of the assumptions that we can make once we kind of look at this vendor directory is we can make the assumption that these people, for the most part, are probably very successful because these cost money obviously to have a booth at these events. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at their websites. And so this first website, this is the first one. I've never looked at this before. Is SimpQ. So it looks like they sell photography equipment or a studio, making your own studio. Yeah, okay, so here we go. So they're selling photography studios. Maybe if you wanted to create, your own product photography business or something like that, and you'd want a professional studio, right? So it looks like that's what they are doing here. Yeah. Do you take pictures of your own products? Take shots to your new heights with our easy-to-use portable photo studios. And so let's take a look at another one, Techno King slash Wingo. So this looks like a watches store. Um, doesn't look like they have a very big web presence. So let's take a look here. Let's take a look at a couple more. By Avanti. So if I remember correctly, Avanti is, yeah, jewelry. So it looks like they have, some jewelry designs, collections, masterpieces, loose diamonds, legacy. So, this is a very, old looking website to me. None of the product photography pops to me at all. This is a very, this is a terrible picture in my opinion. Um, they don't even have the prices on here. Wow. Okay, so that is a very, you know, poorly constructed website in my opinion. This looks like it is a they sell gas cans. This is awesome. The most advanced portable fuel can. So, they made some specific changes to this, and they're selling fuel cans. So that's something that, again, I would never think about in a million years. But it is something that might be worth considering if you are, in the fuel can space. So let's take a look at a couple more. There's so many here. It's just ridiculous, right? Like we could really go through a lot of these, um, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to take a quick look at a few more, and you can find some real gems in here. So this is great. 21 threads, well hung. So this is obviously a Christmas or holiday oriented kind of novelty. Here again, we see the social proof, and I'll teach you guys how to do that. Don't worry. It does work. I use it on all of my physical and digital product sales businesses. And 21 threads, right? I can't feel my face when I'm with you because it's like a bitten off gingerbread man. Yeah, so this is great, right? So this is definitely a website. Here we see Wheelio again. You'll start to see a lot of similarities of things that work, and you can really start to kind of memorize them and understand specifically why they work, and then apply them to your own business. So this is a great website. They've done an amazing job. I imagine that they do very well. And again, this is funny. We see the two pillows like we saw for the Amazon. Listing that was doing $16,000 a month with very few reviews, and they have a lot of different one. Oh my God, Becky! Right, this is great. This is an amazing website. This is definitely one that I will save. So let's take a look at another one. Not that one though. Welcome to Airsoft of America. So by visiting your site, you have to verify you're older than 18. Okay. So it doesn't look like they have much web presence so far, but they do have some drones, some airsoft guns. Airsoft might be a very interesting niche to get into. I can't imagine that you'd be able to sell that on Amazon. I'd have to double check, but airsoft was very popular when I was a little bit younger. I kind of lost touch with it. It might still be popular, but it looks like they sell stun guns, pepper spray. This would definitely be kind of a higher liability niche that would be very difficult to get into on Amazon. That might really be worth considering selling on Shopify or e-commerce that has a little bit less stringent controls. So let's take a look at maybe one more. Amiga shoes. So Amiga shoes, maybe this is targeting like the Spanish speakers, maybe not. This is a very strangely designed website. Obviously, it does not look particularly mobile friendly. These are all kind of statically built in here, so it's not one that we would want to look at. But out of 10 minutes or so of looking through the exhibitors list, we were able to find one gem, which is this 21 threads, right? And so we can learn a lot from these people. Free shipping on over $75. We can look at their About Us section. We like to have fun, right? They're actually in Denver, where I am right now. I might follow up with these guys and see if I can say what's up to them. So yeah, so we found one really cool, example of somebody who's doing a great job with their niche. Obviously, they're in the novelty kind of gag niche. And they're doing a fantastic job from a product photography perspective, from really understanding their audience. This is probably vodka, right? So we didn't find a ton of gems in that 8-minute kind of expose of how to use ASD in the trade show and the vendor collection. But it's an important note, guys, that you're not always going to find home run products immediately. Like, it takes time. It's work like anything else, right? And you will find products. You have to keep that determination, right? So we saw 9 really strange websites. Some of them weren't even like made correctly. Some of them didn't look like they could work on any mobile phone ever created in history. But we found a good one. So it takes time. Never ever kind of give up or lose hope. We use each other. We'll use the private student group to keep each other going and get ideas from each other. And once we find these gems, it's just really, it's a lot easier to do, because it looks like they're on their Instagram. They are doing, yeah, so they have 5,923 followers, and they're doing a lot of kind of memes, which do great on Instagram. And so they're just doing a good job overall with their web presence, and really knowing their target audience, even with these kind of like comic versions of the social media icons. And so that is how you use ASD and the vendor list, right? We're still just in A, guys. I mean, look at how many you could possibly go through here, just to take a look at thousands and thousands of different niches. So it's a great little trick that I figured out to find new potential niches, especially with the assumption that if they're paying to have their vendor represented at ASD, then that they are at least making some type of money. So that is a cool little trick that I like to use, guys. And so I hope it helped, and we will definitely see you on the next one.